Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Jayo Radha Kunja Bihari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Yada Jikshan Purushaha Yada Jigrishan Purushaha Kasneya Prakate Gunan Karsneya Prakate Gunan Kasnena Prakate Gunan Vadwaram Dvihastangri Tatra Manuta Sadva iti Manuta Sadva iti Yada Jigre Shanapurushaha Kasnena Prakate Gunan Kasnena Prakate Gunan Navadwaram Dvihastangri Tatra Manuta Sadva iti Tatra Manuta Sadva iti Yada Jigre Shanapurushaha Kasnena Prakate Gunan Navadwaram Dvihastangri Tatra Manuta Sadva iti यदा जिगृषन् पुरुषः कास्नेन प्रकृते गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्व इति
यदा जिगृषन् पुरुषः आस्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणाः नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री
यदा छिद्रछन पुरुषः तस्मेन प्रकृतिर्गुणः नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताग्रिं तत्र मनुता साधयति
यदा जिगृषन् पुरुषः कास्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्वति यदा जिगृषन् पुरुषः कास्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्वति यदा जिगृषन् पुरुषः कास्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्वति.
Yes, online.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, तुम्हें प्रणाम. यदा जिगृक्षन् पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृतिर्गुणान् नवद्वारं दिहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत्साध्व इति. हरे कृष्ण
प्रभु जी. यदा जिगृक्षन् पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्विति. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. यदा जिगृक्षन् पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृते गुणान् नवद्वार द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्वति. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. यदा जिगृह्य पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्वति.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. यदा जिगृक्षन् पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृते गुणान् नवद्वारा तत्र मनुत साधिवति. हरे कृष्ण दंडवत्.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. जिगृषन् पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृतेर्गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताङ्घ्री तत्र मनुत साध्विति. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. यदा जिगृक्षन् पुरुषः कार्त्स्नेन प्रकृते गुणान् नवद्वारं द्विहस्ताग्री तत्र मनुत साध्विति. हरे कृष्ण.
Yada, when Jigrikshan, desiring to enjoy, Purushaha, the living entity, Kasnena, in total, Prakritehe, of material nature, Gunan, the modes, Navadwaram, having 9 gates, we, 2, Hasta, hands, Angri, legs, Tatra, there, Amanuta, he thought, Sadhu, very good, Iti, thus. But the living entity wants to enjoy the material modes of nature in their totality, prefers out of many bodily forms to accept the body which has 9 gates, 2 hands, 2 legs. that he prefers to become a human being or a demigod.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. This is a very nice explanation of how the spiritual being, the part and parcel of Krishna, God, accepts a material body by virtue of his own desires, accepting 2 hands, 2 legs, and so on. The living entity fully enjoys the modes of material nature. Lord Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.27, Ichadvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. O scion of Bharata, Arjuna, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into illusion, or born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. Originally, the living entity is a spiritual being, but when he actually desires to enjoy this material world, he comes down. From this verse, we can understand that the living entity first accepts a body that is human in form, but gradually, due to his degraded activities, he falls into lower forms of life, into the animal, planet, and aquatic forms. By the gradual process of evolution, the living entity again attains the body of a human being and is given another chance to get out of the process of transmigration. If he again misses his chance in the human form to understand his position, he is again placed in the cycle of birth and death in various types of bodies. The desire of the living entity to come into the material world is not very difficult to understand. Although one may be born in a family of Aryans where there are restrictions against meat eating, intoxication, gambling, and illicit sex, still one may want to enjoy these forbidden things. There is always someone who wants to go to a prostitute for illicit sex, to a hotel to eat meat and drink wine, or to a gambling club to enjoy so-called sports. All these propensities are already within the hearts of the living entity. Loke vyavaishmisha madhye seva nitya hi jantuho. But some living entities stop to enjoy these abominable activities and consequently fall down to a degraded platform. The more one desires a degraded life within his heart, the more he falls down to occupy different forms of abominable existence. This is a process of transmigration and evolution. A particular type of animal may have a strong tendency to enjoy one kind of sense enjoyment, but in the human form, one can enjoy all the senses. The human form has a facility to utilize all the senses for gratification. Unless one is properly trained, he becomes a victim of the modes of material nature as confirmed by Bhagavad Gita 3.27. Prakrute kriyamānāni gunai karmāni sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of the 3 modes of material nature, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the nature. As soon as one desires to enjoy his senses, he puts himself under the control of the material energy and automatically or mechanically is placed into a cycle of birth and death in various life forms. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yada jigrikshan purushaha kasnena prakate gunan navadvaram dihasthangri tatra manuta sadva iti. When the living entity wants to enjoy the moods of material nature in their totality, prefers out of many bodily forms to accept the body which has 9 gates, 2 hands and 2 legs, thus it prefers to become a human being or a demigod. So very interesting. You see, the whole Vedic literature is so consistent. Consistent. It's not that we have some information in Bhagavad Gita or something else in Bhagavatam, something else in other. But it's true, it has hooks. Somebody is not going holding a hand of a devotee, he'll be trapped. Even misunderstand. He will be lost into apparent contradictions. Vedeshu durlabha. There are many conclusions which are highly confidential, like Radha Krishna Leela in Goloka. It is in the spiritual world, not revealed so easily. Vedeshu durlabha, you will not get it. You search even Bhagavatam, you will not be able to understand. Oh, really? Therefore, Shri Vaishnavas, Madhvas, they don't know. Hari Sarvottam they say, but they don't know Hari is Krishna or Narayana. Gottilla. Not clear. It's kept confidential. Even in the Bhagavatam, it gets kept confidential. Only acharyas can reveal it. Here and there, ete chamsa kalapumsa krishnastu bhagavanse, hint is given. Radha Krishna Leela is mentioned in the Bhagavatam without the name of Radharani. Why it is kept confidential? Not we have no access to it easily. Just imagine. This is ABCD. What we are reading is ABCD. Control the senses, there is no enjoyment. This is ABCD. Even Mayavadis can take benefit out of this instruction. Correct? This is there. But Bhagavatam is taking from this level, this ABCD level, and taking you to what? Imagining the gopis living in separation from Krishna. Can't even imagine that. Vipralamba bhava, the highest ecstasy in spiritual life. But if you do not follow this ABCD, you have no access to that. You are fortunate. You are very, very, very fortunate to hear the highest conclusion of the Vedic literature, confidential thing which are now Vedesha Durlabha. It is Durlabha even by reading. Correct? Can you after reading Gita tell me I understood Goloka is there? You cannot. It's not there. Gita though it is not there at all. Bhagavatam kept confidential. Therefore sometimes the Madhvas may ask, how was it that you talk about Goloka? Because Madhvacharya didn't mention it. In Bhagavatam also we don't get a direct analysis. Yes, because Madhvacharya's Guru, Brahma Samhita it is there. Oh, it is there. Mentioned. It's kept confidential. So many highest conclusions are hidden. Okay? In the Shastra. But this is ABCD. Follow this first. Follow ABCD first. This is the beginning of spiritual life. When you want to enjoy the modes of material nature, now you just think. So therefore you understand, even though the highest things are there, Radha Krishna Leela is there, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing, and the spiritual world is so beautiful. Yeah, that's okay. That we have lot of theory. But how many things we have to realize, and at the time of death, only realizations will help you. Theory is of no use at the point of death. What will help you? Realization. But it is very nicely said in the purport. Read carefully the purport. It says, we may be born in a very nice family, like we may be living in a temple with a beautiful atmosphere, but privately, if any desire is there for sense enjoyment, it will make you take a birth in the material world again. You will be lost. All opportunity will be lost. Any material desire. Therefore, those who are not mature should be very, very strict to keep senses away from sense object. Extremely strict for their own good. Otherwise it's like drinking poison. Correct? We should be very, very careful. See, sometimes we can make a mistake. Okay? But you should not make mistake second time. One time mistake everybody. We don't know our capacity. Okay? Suppose a brahmachari is invited, comes to the girls' hostel and take a class. Okay? And he goes there and he becomes a little disturbed. He knows it was beyond my capacity. We don't make mistakes second time. I'll not go next time. No, sorry. It's like Srila Prabhupada, when he was in America preaching, they were not dressed properly and all. They were drunk, drug addicts. If we can try to preach to drunkards, drug addicts, I think we will get up and go away. If we know it is beyond our capacity, it end up in some, how they will shout at you, you know that. You try to instruct them. So, you know our capacity, you may make mistake one time, instead of preaching to them, you got disturbed. So, you should not, mistake should not happen second time, no? Okay, I know it is beyond my capacity, I can't do it. So therefore, dealing in material energy, we should be very, very, very careful. Otherwise, suppose you want to preach somebody, instead of you preaching to him, and he infuses you some desire for material desire, association, some material desire. Hare Krishna. Now you know how dangerous it is. Because if there is the slightest desire for enjoyment in the material world, you are done for. You have to take birth again in this world. And you will get facilities. Now 9 holes will be there in that body. And that packet can be arranged differently. Only the bones will change, the skin will change. And 9 holes is see, overall, the scientists may say, when they see the similarity in the design, they say one became another. But actually this is not a very good argument. If I have Maruti company, and you see even the cars which came 100 years ago, and cars which are today, in any company, the basic principle is same. 4 wheels were there even in the beginning. There was an engine there even in the beginning. And that does not change. One geared, that does not change. Only now there is power steering, it's a little easy to drive. The gear thing, okay, there is gearless also there. But overall, pattern is same. So similarly, if you look at the living entities, 9 holes in the body, the same, similar pattern. It doesn't mean that 800 became Wagoner. It doesn't mean that. Correct? Just for Maruti, I'm telling. In India, we are used to this kind. The same way, it doesn't mean that monkey became man. It doesn't mean. Similarity of design shows that the designer is same. Just like the same Maruti, why it is making, overall principle is same. It doesn't show that one became another. It's a very powerful argument, you can use it. Okay, so now suppose we are in the spiritual world, why is it that we are shown the shadow of a mango and we enjoy the mango in the shadow? Because spiritual world, the spirit of enjoyment doesn't exist in the way it is in the material world. In the material world, everything is an imitation. A man embraces a woman in the spiritual world, there is no discharge of semen. There is nothing like that. There is a love there, no lust. Material world is a imitation. Their love is continuous. It keeps increasing. Material world is an imitation of that. Just to give you an example. So spiritual world says you see a mango hanging from the tree. In the material world, it is not there. Only a shadow is there. But why? Because you cannot enjoy the mango of the spiritual world. When you want to enjoy a mango in the spiritual world, you are shown the shadow. The spirit of enjoyment like we have today doesn't exist in the spiritual world. Spiritual world is service. Material world is enjoyment. In the way it is. Correct? Spiritual world is service world. Material world is enjoyment world. Exploit, control, enjoy. Spiritual world is we enjoy, but we enjoy in service. Material world we enjoy in control. So when you want to catch a mango and enjoy the spiritual world, immediately a shadow is seen. It exactly looks like the mango of the spiritual world. Shadow, correct? And you try to enjoy, but there is no juice in it because it is a shadow. That is the material world. So we are foolish. We are so foolish that we are looking at a shadow, we are thinking it to be. And then comes the example of Ravana. Ravana wanted to enjoy whom? Sita. Correct? What did he get? Chaya Sita. It is called Chaya Sita itself. But what he got? A shadow Sita. Could he enjoy shadow Sita? He could not enjoy. She never embraced it. So that's actually a lesson. At the end, he was destroyed. So similarly, if you want to serve, like Hanumanji also saw Sita is served. He got so much blessings from Sita, so much affection from her. She said, Lord Rama, give him some gift. He did so much service to me. So, if you want to do real service to the Lord, then real Sita will manifest, like Hanumanji saw real Sita. Correct? Finally. Okay. So, when we are in the middle world, we are dealing with the shadow. Yes. But we offer even the shadow for the service to the Lord. We are stuck in the middle world today. We are only shown shadow. But there is something very interesting. In this world, what are people looking for? They look for dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Correct? They look for so-called religious principles, rituals. And then everybody wants to call himself, I am a religious man. That's the ego. Artha, the person wants some money, Shri Radha Govinda ki. Then he wants kama, he wants varieties of sense enjoyment. And then he wants to get fed up of that and he talks about renunciation. That is what people generally want. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, 4 purusharthas. And normal people, when they read the Shastra, they get these are the conclusions. These are also Shastras are very careful. Just like Mohini Murti. It looks different to different people. Correct? So similarly, the Shastra is also exactly like that. It looks different. Unless you approach the Shastra as a proper attitude, it will not give you what it can give you. Like same way, you look at the deities. Now we look at the deities as the attitude of service. The deities shower, if you do that, spiritual advancement. Some people looks at stone, it looks like stone only. That's all it is. So similarly, Shastra also, unless you approach with the devotion spirit, it will not reveal. We will not be even purified from the 3 modes of material nature. The capacity of the Shastra, as Prabhupada says, 1 page. 1 page is enough to take you back to God. How much? 1 page. Just imagine you read this shloka, you read this purport. It is enough. Keep meditating on this. It is enough to take you back to Godhead. But no, we don't want to hold our mind on the Shastra. We are very, very, very attracted to the material world. The glaring energy of the material world. We are looking at the shadows in association with the people who want to enjoy the shadows. Correct? We are sitting with the Asasanga and they want to enjoy the shadows like Ravana. You are also sitting with them. And then what is going to happen? That's it. Just like mobile, we want to use the mobile or mobile is using us. Depends, what is the association. If your association is good, you will use everything for service to Krishna, otherwise it will start biting. So the word of shadows, there are so many things. The shadow, they make so many things. It looks, there is a full, just like there is craft. In shadow also you can do so many things. So funny things can be done in the shadow. So this world is the world of shadow. But the beauty is this, that automatically when somebody takes to bhakti, automatically all the results of dharma, artha, kama, moksha are given to an individual. Automatically he has it. This is what I wanted to show you, the shloka. So why we want to go to shadow? Why not go to this? Yeah, here it is. This is a quotation from great Acharya, Tulu Mangala Thakur. But before we go to the quotation, let us understand his life itself. He was also in the world of shadow. What happened? He wanted some money, say to build a temple, preach Krishna consciousness. He came to know a king is there, idiot king. He has buried his daughter, a beautiful daughter. She died young. He buried her with all the jewelry, they put all around the dead body. So I thought I'll go in the night and I will take all the items from there and I will use it, I'll make a beautiful temple. Correct? Suppose you come to know, one idiot fellow is there whose daughter has died and worth some 100 crore rupee, diamonds and gold. Gold is so expensive now. Take care. He has adorned the body with that. Previously they used to do that. Correct? Many rich people, they will bury with a lot of gold and all. So I decided I will take all that gold and I use it to service to Krishna, but he forgot it is beyond his capacity. What is it? Just like you are Haridas Thakur. You are sitting in place of Haridas Thakur and a beautiful prostitute comes to embrace you. You should run away. You don't think that I'll sit there, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and she will become devotee. No. It is beyond your capacity. You should understand what is your capacity. So he thought, I can do that, I can take this money and I can preach Krishna consciousness event. Then what happened? He opened the thing, correct? That's the story. And he removed the jewels, he saw the beautiful form of the woman. Even though he is preaching Krishna consciousness, within his heart now appeared a desire to enjoy. That's it. He had to take birth again in this world. He was not ordinary person, like what kind of behavior he showed as a great devotee. Now in the next birth, Krishna arranged that woman to be that prostitute whom he used to every day go and meet. Every day he will run. Because bhakti was like dormant, but covered was a great desire which has covered his now consciousness. Krishna wants us to clear. And then what happens? He sees that. And then what happens? Krishna wants, he has done enough of enjoyment in that Krishna guides him. Can he stop it? Through that woman only. He may have taken, might not have taken. He takes the opportunity. And then he begins Krishna consciousness. Similarly, we can look at ourselves also. Some vasana from previous life or this life may be choking our spiritual life. We have to take a decision. This is your decision. Don't think Krishna will come and force you. Like Ajamila spent 60 years, roughly our calculation, 60 years. Because he was a young Brahmana, married, okay? So that may be 20 possible, even before. 20, 25 they used to marry. And 88 is the year when he recovered. 63 years, we don't mention about children from previous life. So maybe just 25, just married. Generally, marriage was at 25. Till that time, Gurukul. And he was well trained. Lot of wonderful qualities are given of Jamila in the Bhagavatam. Very appreciable qualities were there. But then what happened? When he got misled by that prostitute, he spent 63 years till he got saved. So, you want, we can take a quick action. Therefore, the freedom to take action is always in the instruction given is two sides. Always remember Krishna, we chant Hare Krishna. Never forget Krishna is a freedom you have. To get involved in sense enjoyment, not just because I am chanting Hare Krishna. No. You have to do two things parallelly. One side, chant Hare Krishna, and same side, keep senses away from sense objects, because we are not liberated from the world of shadows. We get attracted today. We should know, not make mistake again. So, like Billu Mangala Thakur, how much time went away? One more life. He had to be born again. He was not liberated because slight desire had entered his heart. We should also think. So can we see that I only Shrotiyam Brahmanishtam, only my mind is fixed on Krishna consciousness. Can we do that? Yes. You are very fortunate if you can do that. But no, I will keep getting hit by Maya, keep getting clobbered by Maya. See, at the end of the day, spiritual life is personal. What a temple can do, what Krishna will do, he gets an opportunity. But nobody is going to take responsibility for your spiritual. That is your business. Correct? At the end of the day, we cannot be a parasite. Every person has to fly by his own wing. Correct? Not that other person is going to make me spiritually advanced. No, sir. It is your business. People can help you if you are interested. Nobody is going to has other things to do. Just like we have sometimes some psychiatric cases. They want to spend. They want everybody to spend 1,000 hours for them. And hey, Baba, we have some service to do. No, 1,000 hours you spend. We stop taking those calls only. Every day they will call. They want 3 hours, 4 hours. But crazy or what you are? We just say chant Hare Krishna. Recently when Guru Maharaj gave a class, he said, see, you may be asking personal questions, but I'm telling you this, if you follow these things, everything will be revealed. Just follow what has been given. Not personal, I want one trouble is there. Personally, somebody should do. Don't be so, like a small child. Correct? Basic instruction. Now walk. Imagine what a revelation has been given to us. Right from the separation from the Lord, the highest ecstasy, and the instruction in the Bhagavatam are from the very basics. From that to that has now walk. Process has been given. Just walk now. No, I don't walk. Just like a small child. If a small child slips, it's okay. But a grown-up person is not able to walk, it's very unusual, no? So it is for us now. You keep slipping like a old, like you are a 50-year-old person, you are sleeping like a small child, and you say, no, what to do? No, what to do? You should not sleep like this. This is in the beginning. So similarly, certain things are ABCDs of spiritual life. We should not slip on that, and then what is the condition then? It's horrible. That's a separate issue. It is a horrible condition. You got it? A small child slips, it is okay. Just like there is the famous shloka in the Bhagavad Gita. What is that? Api chetu. Anybody knows? Nobody knows the shloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Api chet suduracharah bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva mantavyah samyak vyavasito hi saha.
Beautiful. Krishna's grace, you're becoming all wonderful devotees, huh? Anybody else know the shloka?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasito.
Okay? So, in the shloka, Krishna says that even if somebody does the most abominable activities, but you consider him a sadhu if he is engaged in spiritual life. But not an advanced sadhu, sir. There's a neophyte. He is a neophyte. Somebody sleeping is not an advanced sadhu. Proper end the purport with that line. You just read. Definitely somebody is falling down regularly like that is not an advanced. It's a neophyte, but don't spit on him. That's all the shloka says. Give him an opportunity to wake up. Don't spit on him. Nobody likes to be spit on. You make a mistake, okay, fine. But give me a chance to pick up. But then don't say I'm an advanced devotee, or we saw that joke, that video, the senior devotee. Don't say that. I'm walking like a senior. No, we are behaving like a neophyte devotee. Okay? Now, this is in the highest ecstasy. This is from Billu Mangala Thakur. Yeah, anybody know the shloka Kantastha? Nobody? Anybody knows how to sing, can sing in shloka nicely? Okay, this is, there is also the problem of the font, Anna, here. अरे बाबा इतने एक्सपर्ट्स हैं कोई भक्ति स्त्वयि सिरतरा भगवान यदि स्यात् कैन एनीबॉडी सिंग द श्लोका ट्राई
Can I try, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
1 second.
You can locate the shloka.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Because here the font are in another way.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Bhaktastvai ratara bhagavan yadisya daivena nah falati divya kishora murtihi मुक्ति स्वयं मुक्तिलांजलि सेवते अस्मान् धर्मार्थ कामा गतय समय प्रतीक्षः.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So he's saying, Bhakti stvai, my Lord, Bhakti to you. Sthiratara. Sthira means, if I fix it. Bhagavan yadi means, if I am able to do this, what I am able to do? Yes, I fix up my devotion to the Lord. All of you can do that? Yes, you can do. Okay? Devena na palati divya kishora murti. Then what is going to happen? What is the phala I am going to get? Suppose I say from today, I will keep away from bad association. Opportunity is there. Now what is over is over. Let us start from today. Bhakti stvai, my Lord, yadi, if I do this, what I do? Sthira, I fix myself in devotion to you, my Lord. Okay? Devena na phalati divya kishora murti. Very soon, if I do fix myself in service to you, your Kishora Murti, the beautiful form of yours, will manifest in front of me. Who is giving that? Dulu Mangala only. Okay? Then what is going to happen after that? Bhakti, Mukti, Swayam, Anjali, Anjali is holding hand like this, Namaskara. Anjali, Sevate Asman, what is going to happen? Mukti Swayam, the Mukti itself, Mukti personified, will be standing at the door. You want with Anjali, save, come how? Sevate, you want, I will give you. Mukti, you want. And behind her is what people, shadow word, is already existing. What is that? Dharma, Artha, Kama, this all also there behind her. You want some money? You want? I don't want. I'm not interested. Asma. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Nadhanam, Najanam, Nasundar. I don't want all these things because they are there in the spiritual world. Dhana is there in the spiritual world. Goloka Dhama, it is so rich that the ground is like this, that the diamonds, touchstones are put on the ground. They are walking on that. Here we are looking for 1 rupee, 2 rupee and running around. There it's studded with jewels. So, and you are also not like Kangal like in this world. Everybody is studded with diamonds and jewels. That is the spiritual world. So is the Artha not there? Dharma, the highest Dharma is there. Sarva Dharmana Parityaja, highest Dharma is there. Kama, the real enjoyment is there. Keval Ananda Kanda, full of spiritual happiness, the spiritual world. And Mukti, liberation from stupidness of this world is there. You are in the spiritual world, just imagine. Automatically these are all there in the spiritual world. But just like in a shadow, if the mango is there, it is there in the spiritual world, Baba. But your desire is to jump on the shadow. That is your foolishness. So therefore, in a sick situation that we are in today, just like a patient is sick in the hospital, what we tell him? Don't eat gulab jamun, don't eat samosas. We tell him no, because he'll get more sick, he's having diarrhea. So similarly, the present situation we are in, we are refrained from the world of shadows. Don't get lost into the shadow. But we go to the spiritual world, everything is there. We are not going to miss anything. Sometimes we feel we are going to the spiritual world, thoda enjoyment kar lete hain. Are yaar, you're not going to miss anything in this, but presently you are diseased. Presently you are diseased, you are sick. Therefore, restrictions are there. Just like somebody is having high fever, doctor will say, don't eat all this thing, just take rest, don't walk around. But when you become healthy, you run, what walking? You eat so many things. Just an example. Similarly, we are sick now. We should understand we are sick. Therefore, we have to be extremely careful at this condition that we are in. So that when you go back to the spiritual world, everything is there. There are the famous memories of Srila Prabhupada. There was one sannyasi, Indudumna Maharaj. It's in the memories it is there. So he remembers that once he was, in the airport, and Prabhupada always used to carry suitcases, so many books and everything. You know that. He used to always carry. So that suitcase used to be very heavy. All the granthas were there, which Prabhupada was using for translation of the books. So Prabhupada used to always carry with him. Can you just imagine how much Srila Prabhupada was doing? Whole day managing this society, guiding, instructing, writing letters, giving lectures, personally giving an example of a wonderful devotee. And in the night time, he was not sleeping. In the night time, he was writing. And at that time, he used to consult these books. So he wanted these books. So these books used to travel to Srila Prabhupada. Nothing was redundant. So then what happened? There was a very heavy suitcase. And somehow that was misplaced when they landed. It happens sometimes, those who travel. So they could not find. So they said, you please wait for some time. So they said, everybody doesn't have to wait. They left the sannyasi there and they went to the temple. And in the temple there was big festival. Prabhupada had come to England and everybody is dancing. And there's big kirtan and nice sweets, nice prasadam. He missed everything. Because he's in the airport collecting. And then he had to take a taxi, find out where is the temple, then he has to take a taxi, reaches the temple. When he reaches the temple, then what happens? Now there is another problem. No prasadam. Everything is eaten away. And you could see the plates, people have nicely, marks of fingers are there, all the ghee. People have eaten, no prasad. And he asked some people, can you help me? Where is Prabhupada's room? He has to carry. You have to go upstairs. He said, can you help me? Oh, we have eaten so much, we are tired. He said he had to take step by step, gadak, gadak, gadak. Then he he very nicely describes, you can see the memories. Then he went to the Prabhupada's room and then he saw Srila Prabhupada, he paid obeisance. And he says, Prabhupada said something. I didn't even hear that because I was offering the pranam. When I got up, the devotee told, you know what Srila Prabhupada said? I didn't hear. He said, so much difficulties now. When I take you to the spiritual world, everything will be so nice. So similarly in the material world, we have to struggle. Don't take it light. We have to struggle to control. This is the ABCD. We have to struggle to control the senses. We have to do so much struggle to take care of responsibilities. We have to take so much struggle to chant our rounds. We have to take our struggle to control the senses. This is all there in the material world. But what's the reward? Automatically they are there. Not that you're going to miss. Everything is there in the spiritual world. But in reality. Why? Why is that the material world Krishna doesn't give us? Because now our attitude is of a controller and exploiter. And the spiritual world, attitude of service. When we come to see the spiritual world, the attitude of service, immediately the deities, the material world, even deities talk to devotees. We don't have that attitude itself. Right from the deities, nothing is manifest to us. Seva mukhehi jivadau swayameva spuritiyadaha. The whole spiritual world will be open to us. Even at this moment now, if I change my attitude to the attitude of service, the whole the spiritual world will manifest. And we can be very, very happy. Right? But then that decision looks a 1 minute of decision. It is not 1 minute of decision. It's a long decision. It's a very firm decision we have to make to spiritually advance. Okay? It's not 1 minute of, okay, I just thought, now I'll do spiritual world. Okay, it's good, but you have to hold on to that. And for that, hold on to spiritual life, there is definitely going to be a struggle. Okay? So, bhakti stvai stiratara bhagavan yadi syat sthira. If I fix myself in bhakti, devotion to the Lord, devena now phalati divya kishora murti. What the phala will come? I can see the beautiful kishora murti, the beautiful form of the Lord in his youth. Okay? Mukti swayam, and all these things which I am running for. Mukti, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Correct? I am running for all these things in the world. They will be standing with folded hands. That means if you become servant of Krishna, automatically everything is included. That will come. That will all come. Don't worry about that. Just like suppose sick man is thinking of eating samosas, will come. Just get healthy now. Everything will come. But don't try to do that in the world of shadows. If you jump in the world of shadows, there is no happiness. But you are looking for the things in the shadow means it's a perverted reflection of the reality in the spiritual world. So when the shadows itself, the world looks so beautiful, how much the world will be beautiful in reality. So Therefore, some price has to be paid. But we are not patient. We are jumping into the world of shadows, and we are there in the world of shadow. Shadow is there is water for shadow. So the water, where the shadow is there, because of my desire. Because the desire to control and exploit the resources of material nature are there. Okay? Pure devotee also has desire. But his desire is to serve the Supreme Lord. And our desire is to exploit the resources of the material nature. This attitude has to change. The reflection will not stop unless this attitude of exploiting the resources doesn't go away. The moment we say no, pure devotee also sees the word. Just like Hanumanji saw Sita, what he said? How can I take you to Ravana? There was no lust in his heart. Ravana saw Sita, he fainted. He fainted. He became mad. Kuch nahi ho sakta. I have to enjoy her. So what can be done? So, but the attitude was different. Therefore, the Maya behaved in a Yoga Maya, Mahamaya behaved. Same personality. Same personality. Okay, something said. I hope it helps me, it helps you. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Prabhuji,
Hare
Dhanavad Pranam.
Prabhuji,